Yo, sorry, I was recording a clubhouse room that I was performing in. If you're free, give me a call back. But Dr. Eba. Yeah, I'm calling Doctor. I'm calling
This
Eba.
is nice. Hello.
Hi, Mom. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I just came back from my walk.
Oh,
And
nice.
I saw my friend Douglas, who is a neighbor. He's lived in Corrales Heights, where this new house is, for 30 years. He too retired from the military and from the post office. So he's double dipping. And he lives close by. It's always nice seeing him.
Nice. Double
Be
dippers.
fortunate, don't you think?
Yeah, double dippers are nice people.
Yeah, good point, John. You know why? Because they have circulated among many.
Yeah, it's true. They've lived a full career.
And they have courtesies, always have courtesy, pleasantness, and I'd say they're more rounded.
You know what I told these women one time that I work with at when I worked at, well, if I do work there, I don't know, but they're older ladies and they had been doing furniture planning and space acquisition and leasing, and they've been doing, real estate for the IRS for like 30 years, 25 years. And one day I was like, I got to tell you, like, I respect you so much and you remind me so much of my mother and my sister and my sister. I was like, you ladies are, the backbone of America. And they were like, oh, thank you for saying that.
You know what? They do. People do like that. I go around complimenting all the time, but what it really is, it's recognition. And I'm just sharing that as it's coming from the heart,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people like that.
Yeah,
And you know what else I go around saying? Thank you for working.
you know,
People never heard that before.
do you know
And they
why?
say thank you.
Do you know why I think that I'm lazy and you're like you and Samantha are a harder worker than I am?
Why?
Because you're a German and Germans have like an insane work ethic. And dad is like a communist Jew from Eastern Europe, and they're essentially the lazy people that want to be left alone. It's a joke.
Is that true?
It's a joke.
Oh, it's a joke. You know what? It's funny you should bring that up. Because I was analyzing you the other day, and I was saying, why is John? John is so much more like on the kid over side. Earl's that way.
It's really,
Um,
I'd say it's like a philosophy of be patient, be relaxed, be calm. It's everybody else which is running around with their heads cut off. It's not me.
yeah, but it's not working financially for you.
Well, listen, today is just like yesterday. My financial position isn't eroding overnight. I'm actually very static and fixed. So I'm
Really?
happy.
I want to know that for a fact. I mean, you got Samantha and I worried
No, financially, I'm fixed. I mean, I'm on fixed income now.
from your
From
disability.
from VA. Yeah, and
Yeah.
yeah. And we'll see what happens. I mean, I have to be dynamic myself when I have to be dynamic, but right now I'm waking up and, I'm doing what I want to do. I don't need to even set an alarm. And I'm getting 8 hours of sleep and I'm going to the gym every day and I'm eating well at an affordable rate. So for the most part my life is fixed. I just have a lot of things that I have to resolve, but I'm being patient and I'm not panicking. And I think panic is basically a waste of time. I don't want to live my life like that. And thank God I have the government and my work experience, to afford me this ability to relax and not panic.
Let me
Because,
tell you my theory on that. I have been working steadily since May of 23 on this house. Come May of 25, I'll have the inside totally done. And my fear was taking time off, afraid that I wouldn't be able to get started again.
Mhm.
So I didn't take time off. And one time I said to this lady, she says, "Oh, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that?" I said, "No, I don't veer from the job I'm on, and I don't stop until I finish." And sure enough, I'm close to that deadline, and I'm not dead. I'm sick of organizing. I really am. But you have to get things just right.
Well, part of I think
I've learned that.
so. You won't believe what's happened locally over here. Guess what?
What?
The garden has been sold.
Yeah.
The city
Sold?
the city sold
Sold?
the city sold the garden to a
To
developer
what?
and he's building a 2-floor building next to my building, blocking out my sunset.
He's blocking the view.
Yep.
But you know what he is doing? You're better off. You got windows on the south, and you got your patio doors on your north.
Hmm.
He's blocking the noise.
That's
That's the worst part of that
That's
building.
what I thought. He's gonna absorb all the noise from Central, and it's a lot of noise. So I'm like,
It's an
wow.
ugly noise. So you believe that's a two-flat? It has to be a two-flat because that's residential, mixed area.
Yep. But the thing is, I am 100% sure that there's gas tanks still in the soil from the gas
Well,
station.
then he knows. He's got to get those out.
That's a big project. This is like $1 million
Not really.
building.
All they do is take in a backhoe and they dig them out.
No, you got to look at the
It's
whole.
probably kind of fun to watch now that I think about it.
Yeah, it'll be pretty interesting. But the whole project, because I didn't look up to see how much it sold for, like the land, but the
Oh,
city.
that's cheap.
Really? That I think 200,000 plus the building plus the
No, it wasn't 200,000.
for all that land? That's a lot of land. You could build
Are
two.
you estimating it was 200?
I don't know. I'd have to look it up. Anyways, what I'm telling you is the total investment on this project is definitely going to be north of $1 million.
Land is the cheapest part. The development is the most expensive part. My guess is that land was worth 45, 50. It's an odd shape.
But okay, so I can make
Isn't it?
the law firm sent me a letter, and I can make public comments at the zoning commission hearing because
Yeah.
I can make environmental concerns, and what they're trying to do is they're trying to change the plot to give them more space in the what's that division area called?
It's called the easement.
Yeah, the easement. So like they're trying to take extra space in order to maximize their build out. But there's
That
other
would mean they'd have to come to you towards your side.
yeah, and there's other concerns because there's a tree there. It's like what's their actual plans for the whole space because there's a lot of public area. Plus there's 2 driveways. And plus, where does their garbage get picked up? Because at this point, the garden has been using my garbage for all 5 years that I've been here. And they have
Yeah,
used
that was totally something off color. Don't even think about that. They have to figure that garbage in because the city is going to be connected to that pickup. Let me think for a second. I had a theory.
Okay, so this is the other aspect is if I wanted to take down that back gate and throw concrete down so I could have a backyard parking lot or a backyard garage, so I
Wait,
could
where is it? I gotta think. The back gate, that little scrawny sidewalk that goes out between the coach house and the alley.
yeah,
That's all we're talking
if
about.
I measured it and I could technically have a 2-car parking space in my backyard because my backyard is worthless. It's
How are you gonna get it in there?
when
Are you
I
saying
take
that
down the
that
fence.
little garden side that's on your side, that's only about
I don't know. It doesn't matter. What I'm thinking doesn't matter because
48 inches.
it's easier for me to do a build out or like if I wanted to put concrete back there, like after they finish their shit anyways. Because if I can like buttress up concrete against their concrete, that would be it just all depends because it's a major project if it's real. Now, the thing is in the letter they didn't have the correct zip code, but it does show the address as the garden and I don't know if I can actually. The thing is, I haven't called the women that work the garden. I have her number, but they took their flyer out of the box. So I assume they threw in the towel because they were already working themselves to death in that garden every year, busting their asses. And I told them, why don't you just lease out the boxes? But either way, she told me she never got along with the alderman and she hates him. And so I'm sure, this was like,
Hey, forget about that stuff. Forget about that stuff. See where you can join on. Because if they're pouring, that's
yeah,
your opportunity.
yeah,
If you
if,
know how to figure out to gain 2 parking spots back there. But I remember that fence only gave you that slight garden bed from the chain link.
I,
I
me-
don't
I
know, was it a
measured
chain
a,
link fence?
I measured the distance between their fence line. That's where the easement comes into play. If I can capture the easement, I have enough room to pull cars in and out of there. If I don't capture the easement
The
and they take
easement
the
is
easement,
15 feet between lots.
no, it's only this one is like probably 2.5 feet, 3 feet.
Oh, well, what are you going to do with that?
That's enough if I can capture that easement. But they are requesting an indentation into that easement. They want to take easement from me. And at this point, it's demarcated by the fence line. Now they're trying to tear down that fence
No,
line.
it's not demarked. It's not demarked by the
Now it
fence line.
is. Now it
It's
is.
demarked by the
I
survey. Did you
know.
get a survey with that
Yes,
building?
I've got the survey. The point is they want to cut in and so I have to go to the zoning
No, you
commission.
can't afford any cut-in. Okay, listen to me. Calm down.
I'm listening.
You can't afford to give anything unless you get some.
Yeah.
The thing you could, okay, let's think about what you could gain. If you could gain any parking spaces, and I don't mean bumper, front bumper to back bumper. I mean passenger door to driver door, side by side. If you could gain that, and I know you can't, because I know that garden. I pulled the weeds out of that thing. You only had about between the sidewalk
It's tight.
and the dirt to the fence line. Are you following me?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I get it. I know it's very tight.
Okay. You only had about oh, 7 feet.
Yeah.
You can't gain shit there.
Yeah.
Now, if they want to take over that soil space of yours, no way.
Yeah.
That's part of the ambiance of that yard. You could allow tenants to garden in there. You could garden in there. I mean, don't garden weeds. No, I don't see any advantage to you giving shit away. No way. And they can't possibly pay you enough because they know you're going to be a doofus. They don't think you're going to know shit, so they're going to lowball you. And even what they do offer you, it's not going to be to your advantage in the end.
This is really interesting. I didn't even think that I could try to negotiate something out of this.
Of course, but I don't see what have you thought about negotiating? Nothing, because you haven't thought about it.
Well, I thought if they pour concrete and do a nice fence line like that, because I would love to do a fence, and if they
They
want to,
just need more easement for space between the buildings, because they have to have a forced easement. And if you don't sell them some easement,
Central.
Elston?
Central.
Huh?
Central.
Oh, Central. They got to buy it off the Central side. And the likelihood of anything available on the Central side is null. Because they can't have cars and buses running so close to the building that if somebody has an accident, it's going to ding the building. So they've got to come to you.
I can't believe that somebody is actually going to put all this money and time into developing that. It's like hard
Don't
to
think
believe.
about that. Fucking think of advantages.
I know.
But I
Yeah.
don't know. How do you think of this as an advantage? The only thing I can see. Oh, I got an idea. We got to think about who you might hire. I'm running out of friends myself.
Well,
Everybody that wanted it did me.
no matter what happens, I really like the sun. So like I always have my rooftop that will give me direct access to light. But if that's the thing. It's like I don't know. There's no
You just
downside
gotta
to
go
this.
take a lawn chair over to the park.
I know it's the
Great
same
park.
thing. It's the same thing. I know. But in the wintertime, it's nice to sit in here and sit in the sun like you have a sunroom because it's 20 degrees outside, but you're still getting amazing light. Anyways.
Right. But you could go to the sauna at the health club. You're going to have to
Ugh.
make adjustments. I'd say, Johnny, you're blessed that you are getting a noise barrier next to you.
I don't know how
Fuck
great it's
yeah,
gonna
that
be.
was the worst part of that entire building.
Yeah, that's true, but you get used to the noise and it becomes like a sound of the city. It's like
I
a
don't think so.
city
You know why?
ASMR.
Because you just used the word. I got used to it.
Harrison.
Well, when you're renting out, those people do not know until they have signed a lease, they moved in, and they can't stand it, and they're not going to renew a lease. Or you're dropped so low in rent that they will force themselves to get used to the noise.
The noise is not
See
an
what I'm
issue.
saying?
People in Chicago need housing. They don't care if they want the space. They could give two shits about the noise over here. Anyways, what are you doing
have
today?
A full place rented?
No, what are you doing today?
Right now I'm drinking a beer.
You're drinking a beer on a Sunday?
Because, want to know why? I wanted a beer so bad this week. But I kind of feel like a beer is a luxury, and so I won't pay for them. And I got a face paint in that bathroom again today. I did not like the color I painted it. Or should I say it just looked too dark with tinted, that little 24 by 24 tinted window that's in there. It was just too yellow. So I bought a white. And I'm
Wait,
scared to paint
breaking
it
news.
again.
Breaking
Am I
news.
gonna like that
Breaking
white?
news. Breaking news. Breaking news. My friend Max came over here the other day, and I wanted to show him.
Really? I thought he wasn't talking to you.
I don't know. He came over here, and I wanted to show him the painting that I did in the coach house. I show him the coach house, and I hear water spraying from the utility closet. I had a burst pipe in the utility closet.
Oh no!
So it wasn't the pipe per se; it was the valve. So I closed the valve, and the water shuts off, and it was leaking near a drain. But the bathroom got flooded pretty bad, and moisture had built up significantly in the unit. So,
Up the side of the sheetrock.
the
The
flooring.
sheetrock sucks it up.
Anyhow, I clean up all the water. I open all the windows. I got like good 5 days of airing out the place. No damage appears, but I got to call a plumber.
Keep it drying. Keep those windows. You're in 62 degrees, I believe I saw.
No, we're still getting snow.
So what? Even if you are.
No, it doesn't matter. I got the windows open.
As long as it's above
Yeah.
46, you're golden. Leave the doors and windows open during the day while you're home.
I gotta go reopen the windows now.
Close them up at night. You didn't have the heat on, that's why.
I know. I can't. It would
And
cost me
I was worried
100.
you wouldn't keep the heat on. I said, let him fucking learn his own lesson.
Ugh,
I don't want to tell him anything. He didn't listen to me anyway.
I should have had that valve closed. I don't know why I didn't have it shut off.
Even if the valve is closed, it doesn't prevent the pipes from freezing.
I agree, but either way, when I closed the valve, the water stopped spraying. So either way, I should have had it closed, and I didn't have it closed. Because anyways. Also, what was crazy is once I closed that valve, the water pressure returned to my unit.
Oh, so you're on the, well, of course you're on the same line.
Yeah.
The water's feeding the coach house from your basement.
That
It's
was
underground.
That's why. That's why. Yeah, I couldn't believe it, and so that means
Wow.
that water
So let
was
me tell
running
you,
there
let
2
me share
weeks.
this with you. If that pipe was, because it's open, the water pressure is all the way to the coach house.
Mhm.
If that pipe froze all the way back into the basement,
Mhm.
that pipe would break. Now, my boss at the post office taught me something. He said, when there are freeze conditions and the pipe freezes,
Ugh.
it's only going to freeze back so far.
Mhm.
But if you're not diligent watching the temperatures or leaving heat going, you could have exactly what happened to you.
Yeah. Fuck.
All right.
Anyways, probably be a $200 fix is what I'm estimating. So,
What?
you know.
To change the valve?
Mhm.
No.
More?
The valve is only, let me think, I got 6 of them to be replaced in my place. And when you do change them, don't get the twist off kind. Get the kind that's only got, takes your thumb and your index finger to turn it. You want me to give you the name of it?
No, I know what you're talking about.
Okay. That's the kind you want them to put on.
Mhm.
But that's not the problem. Problems, I don't know he's going to find out where the problem is. So if they charge, they charge about $125 an hour, those fuckers.
Mhm.
I get somebody on the side that can do it for you.
Well, I'm gonna get it fixed soon because now is like the time for apartments. I was reminded by this guy Mark who owns a building. He's like, March is my month. That's when I start changing shit and kicking ass and making moves and posting listings and getting tenants.
That's because winter's over and his mood is elevated.
You can finally start moving a little bit, getting outside and saying, "Hey, come live here. Give me your money."
Right. I've moved all winter long. I'm telling you, I've met the most motherfuckers I've ever wanted to never meet again. Yeah. You know what they don't know? They don't know I've been doing this for 30 years. And when they come in here with a $5,000 price tag, and I look at their truck out on the driveway, I say to myself, I'm not paying your fucking mortgage for the next 3 months or your truck payments for the next 3 months. I fucking oath. I can rent that equipment for $200 and do it myself. And that's what I wind up doing. I do it by myself. But I want to give people a chance to see if they're hungry. If they ain't hungry, I'm not in a hurry.
Yeah.
I've learned it.
A lot of people.
I would. I'll tell you what. If I lived in your building, I'd fucking manage those people. I hate people today. I know everything I need to know. But sweet, listen to this.
I know. It's so crazy how, as a landlord, you can get in people's business and say, "We got a 48-hour inspection. We're looking at your plumbing." It's just like, gotta clean this up. It's like you could really bust people's chops, but that to me is like so obnoxious. It's such a waste of my time. It's crazy.
I know everything I need to know from tenants, men, and Judge Judy.
Yeah, tenants, Judge
I should
Judy,
make
and
that
men.
bumper sticker.
You
But
could
I
just.
gotta get Judge Judy's permission.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're flush. I hope you're flush.
I'm not
'Cause I
flush,
worry
but
about you.
no, I mean, believe me, I'm having a nice dinner every night with no regret. I mean, I'm
Well,
not eating.
sometimes I think your laziness.
I'm not eating like a
more
king. I'm not
lazy
eating
than
filet mignon every night.
necessary. You really could be more productive.
I did have a nice dinner last night. We had this amazing chicken and New York, or we had a filet mignon and potatoes and carrots and cucumbers and hummus and oh, it was so good.
That sounds good. Hey, the reason I didn't include you on my Costco card is I know you're a spender. You're just like Dad. And I
No.
worry about giving you that card because I, myself,
I don't care, Mom. If I want to go to Costco, I could go to Costco. I don't want to go to Costco. I don't want a card, and I don't want to buy anything at Costco.
because you can go crazy in Costco.
I don't want to go
Everybody
crazy.
says it.
I like
You can't
having
leave there
nothing.
without spending $250 fucking dollars.
I like having nothing in my refrigerator. I eat less.
No, Johnny, it's supposed to be all the other shit, the material stuff that you buy. Your food, coming from the grocery store, should be where the most money is.
Oh, I don't. Plus, I'm
Daddy, it's backwards.
I'm not buying anything because I don't have any more space to buy anything. That's the greatest thing about. I'm not hoarding anything, but I'm organized and I don't have
You're
any
a
more
hoarder.
space for anything.
You're not a hoarder. You're a compulsive shopper.
No, I'm shopped out. I'm not buying anything. I'm not spending money on anything.
I know. You know, when you think about it, you never bought anything. You never went shopping when
Not
you
now.
lived over with me.
Not now. The point is, right now, all I want to do is like have no decisions that I have to make and just go down to the Colombian Rotisserie and get a $20 dinner.
You're a businessman. You own a building.
This is not a business. This is a home. This is my tax-free estate. And now
That's your home.
I got
but
some
you've got to
Pollock
be productive.
building
Like,
on my
keep bringing
garden.
rent in.
I can't
But
believe
I
my
know the
garden.
circumstances, and I don't know how to swing around those.
I can't believe my garden is being taken away from me. It was my centerpiece. It made this property. That garden is what
You mean
made
the
this.
little side fence?
No, when they listed this place, do you realize they didn't even demonstrate that there was a beautiful community garden that you can look at outside your window and look at
Sure,
people working
sure.
on all day? Like that
But you
that's
did.
a lot of money.
But you did.
Anyways, what I'm saying is, all is well and all will be well, and I got to go take a tinkle and go to the gym.
You can't let them have anything on your side. Nothing. Because they're bringing in a block, view-wise. You've got that little garden plot, which is advantageous to a renter that would come to you and say, can I put, let me put it like this. Can I put a little garden out of the tomatoes?
They're probably going to put up a new fence, which is good.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah.
oh, you know what? I bet you it's the guy who did the buildings on the corner. Because he's a Polish guy who's doing the building, and they totally fenced in that place, but
What they fence with.
like some kind of like mixed materials board. Oh, hold on. Say hi to my buddy Max. Yo, Max. My mom is on the phone.
The fence. When they say they are going to put up a fence, definitely.
Yeah.
That's one thing. That's a bone of contention for you. If you don't want wood, because who's going to seal it every single year with a spray on both sides to maintain the integrity and the looks of that fence? You can probably push on that.
It's not real.
Get what I'm saying?
It's not real.
What?
My buddy Max called into the show. What are you doing?
That's not real. This is some simulation, John.
Oh, are you with Max Rice?
Yeah, but the last person that was talking was a simulation.
Oh, that's my mom. That's her Chicago accent.
I was just kidding.
I know. What's
That's
going
nice
on?
to have you, Miss Kidover. That's awesome.
Right. So, John, if you allow them to put wood up, and you got a tenant that's intrigued by some gardening, which would benefit you, somebody else doing that, if they keep spraying spraying water on that garden for production, then the wood is going to turn to shit. And then the guy that owns the building on the corner is going to say, you ruined it, right?
Yeah.
They're going to want you to always assist in the replacement of that fence.
Mhm.
They're going to come to you.
Max, they sold
And so,
the city sold the garden, and they're building a 2-story building next to my next to my building. They're blocking out my son, and they're asking for a modification on the easement to take more space from my side. And it's amazing. Like I got a letter. I have to go to the zoning commission and give a testimony disputing their modification to the survey.
right,
And you
now,
say
John, I
back in
got
the
to say
environment?
something. Johnny, hold on there. The second story, that's the unit you need. You will be above that fence line. The guy that lives below on the first floor, he's going to see the fence line. Maybe not really. I don't think the first floor is going to see the fence line because they come in at 6 feet. Listen to me. You get it? Tom?
I think that's a genius plan.
Thank you. John, what do you say?
I think John's on. I think he's on mute.
Hey, John. Check it out. Bye.
Hello? Hello? Yeah, sorry, John. That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. I was just confused. I was like, what, am I at a clubhouse? And they're talking about public property? But that's genius. I almost just wasn't aware what was going on.
Yeah.
You
Sorry.
got a smart mother.
Yeah, I know. It's like, but I can't believe, man, it's like sucks.
That was good advice that she was giving.
Yeah, she thought about a couple little angles there. I got to try to write up a statement.
That's
basically.
crazy, though. That's crazy. So you literally, they're just saying, I'm not giving you money for it?
The law firm sent me a letter with all their information saying, call us, but you'll be given the opportunity to make public comments. But that would mean that I'd have to get a lawyer to essentially negotiate or sue them for
Talk
this.
to Perry.
I texted Perry or emailed him. He never even responded.
I mean, I guess he's kind of corrupt, I guess, if you think about it.
I mean, I could go to a law firm down the street, like a local lawyer who's like, oh, man, that's too bad. Yeah, I can help you,
That's the problem. That's why, like, they just really fuck you. That sucks.
But I don't know. I say look on the bright side of life. Like, if I can make friends with my cool new millionaire neighbor and they, give me access to their rooftop, like, we can be friends.
And, exactly, and it could increase the value of your place if it's a nice. Is it a nice building or Section 8?
No, it's not. There's no kind of low-income housing notification or anything.
Oh, that's good then. That's not the end of the world.
No, it's no.
Rest in peace to the plants. Rest in peace to the plants. So.
Yeah, rest in peace. But the thing is, I can't believe that they're going to invest in this. The other complaint I could make is ecological because there's gas tanks in the ground. So if they're going to dig down and put a basement in this building, which I assume they are, they're going to have to remove potentially a huge contaminant, which could have major carcinogenic effects. And they actually have to have like a federal plan on removal of these toxic tanks. Like you can't just bring in, Garcia garbage trucking and just fucking slosh a bunch of fucking gasoline around. I mean, I've seen gasoline runoff from the fucking soil in that garden because it's a former gas station. So how is that?
If you really want to go at it, you could just go pull up, and you could also partner with the commies and immigrants, being like, "Why isn't it Section 8? This is racism."
Oh my
You could
gosh.
really you could go the liberal angle.
You're right. And the thing is, the reason why I think this is happening is because the people who ran that garden hate Gardner with a passion. They're like, I hate that fucking Alderman Gardner. He's never done a fucking thing for us, that piece of shit. And Gardner, I'm sure, hates them too. So like, this was Gardner's like, fuck you to them. Like, say goodbye to your fucking garden, bitch.
That's hysterical.
Because
Honestly, it's probably better for you. Your
yeah.
property value might go up.
It's possible, but they could do updates. Like they're gonna make it. Hopefully, they'll do the whole fucking thing. It's a major investment, which is actually a good thing, you know.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd be like doing doo doo.
No, fuck that. I never got along with the people that ran that garden anyways. The first day I moved in, I was like, which box is mine? She's like, oh, no, 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 no. You don't have any ability to do anything here. She's like, you can't even use this garden. You can volunteer with us if you want. I was like, oh, okay, fuck you. Never
Fuck
mind.
that, dude, put him a nice house. If it's not Section 8, you should be nice with this guy. We'll sell him energy.
Yeah, I agree. Like,
By the way, I want to start getting into selling energy products. And so new construction, they need to buy everything. HVACs, lights, batteries, potentially. I want to start getting into that industry.
dude,
And maybe you as well.
Man, if they weren't putting up this building, I could put solar on the side of my building, and literally I could cut my I could stop using gas and get off of people's
Well, I'm
gas.
saying this new building is going to need lights, and it's going to need just like AC. And they haven't spent it yet.
I know they're good. That's what I'm saying. If they're building a 2-floor building with a basement, that's technically a 3-story building. With
Yeah.
the I don't know how much they paid for the lot, but it is a huge fucking lot. And
That's a big construction cost.
this is like $1 million building they're putting in. It's got to be with new
Yeah.
material construction costs. Like this whole investment with the land, it's got to be 800,000 plus, probably plus $1 million. You know how much money these fuckers are gonna have to pay in property taxes? Oh my god,
And the rent's going to have to be, your neighbors are going to have to be ballers.
dude!
Rent's going to have to be like $3,000
Do
a
you
unit more.
listen? There is an Airbnb.
Maybe.
There is an Airbnb Facebook group. You wouldn't believe the comments that people leave because to get a short-term license from the city to be able to list on Airbnb as a short-term listing, like just 1 night, 2 night, 3 night, the city is run by a bunch of fucking communist, monkey bastard pieces of shit. And the people in the comments on this who are real Airbnb owners talk about the trials and tribulations of working with this Airbnb licensing office downtown. It's insane. They say it's run by the most criminally corrupt, obnoxious people you've ever communicated with in your life. They make it an absolute torture process. It goes on for 10 months to get this license. It's such bullshit. They are the city of Chicago versus Airbnb. You know, we need to liberate Chicago from Chicago. It's destroying the city.
Commissioner Kidover. But John, can you seriously try to do the pivot? Because we need someone against LaHood. He's getting. I'm not sure if you followed it, but he's conning everyone by
I know.
He made fun of Brandon Johnson. Whoa. And by the way, you know that poll, the 6% poll, Brandon Johnson 6%, that everyone parrots?
He's
You know where that's from?
Where?
Matt Pedrowski, the guy that went after you.
Wow.
It's a fake poll. If you look at the poll, it's a bullshit poll. He's probably unpopular, but not 6%.
Well, anyways, yeah, I will open up that EIN account tomorrow, and then
Let's
I'll.
do that. And then if you want to be the social media guy here's what I was thinking. Is so these Maine people, the Voice of Freedom or something network,
Mhm.
who have a real following in Maine, they're running against Susan Collins, and there is no Maine record. And so I was thinking one, I really need someone to just represent it on social media in a way that aligns with what I'm trying to do. So you'd have to tone it down a little bit if interested. No LeBron James accents. No, that was so funny in Pitbull. But then
That's the thing. It's like that is a filter.
Here's the other thing too, though, John. The real opportunity is we can do others. We can infiltrate these small but important states. Maine is the state of Susan Collins. It's the state of where Tucker Carlson lives. But it's a small state. And
Let's
we
call
can do
Zach.
the same kind of shit in those areas.
We gotta.
And just kind of use AI to just write stories about shit that's already kind of known.
Well, we got Zach.
I
We
mean,
got
I think,
Zach.
the early days of Illinois Record was mostly AI. So if you're interested, like I can kind of teach you what I do. It's very easy.
Okay, let's call Zach. He's on the ground in oh, that's Maine. He's in Vermont.
John,
Yeah.
remember the Boston bombing case? The head of the main GOP was the guy that caught the bomber.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
and he's on tape trying to bribe my friend. Not bribe, but like he's basically like I've told 5 people before, don't run. It's not a make. You shouldn't run against Susan Collins, but they all don't want to run against Susan Collins after talking to me. It's just going to cost you $1 million. It's just the math that the state's a little more liberal. I'm a little disappointed in her, but it's the same kind of shit as Kathy Salvi, but in Maine. But I think there's an opportunity to kind of just do this in different states, and Maine could be the first expansion because that's where Tucker Carlson lives.
Well, yeah, I
And
mean,
they have a lot of money. And
listen,
it's small.
all I can do, my greatest strength is picking up a cell phone and clicking, share, comment, hashtag, share, comment, hashtag, share, comment, hashtag. Like, I have the ability to distribute, but even then, it's not much. It just gives it a little juice and a little butterfly wing. But yeah, I mean, dude,
I was wondering if you were interested in different abilities because, I think you do have the mind and creativity to kind of to be the next level, like a next level social media manager type. And if you wanted to be a publisher with AI, I don't think you're understanding how easy this shit is. You could tell AI, read these 2 articles, and read these 2 articles and spit it out.
I know, but I'm just telling you, show me, don't tell me. Like, show me. You're doing it.
Interested in that though.
You're super doing it, and you're doing it very professionally. I gotta commend you.
Thank you.
Like, but I would just say,
And I'm saying there's two opportunities. One is opportunities kind of point and click is taking over my social media accounts, and I'll give you access to that. And that's just like, it's just, you're right. It's not the biggest thing, but it is important. And then 2 is if you want to help expand.
I mean, I'm always expanding. I'm expanding even as we're speaking. Now,
Yeah.
the point is, I don't even need access to your accounts. I can literally just parody you and clone you. The problem is, I mean, I can do it, but it's kind of like, okay, but I'm doing all these other things. What I'm trying to
True. I think order of importance. And I think the LaHood pivot to commissioner is the way to go. Because LaHood's gonna get you a lot. It's gonna kind of inspire greatness there.
Yeah.
And then you just pivot to commissioner. And I think literally after a couple, because you basically don't get signatures until August. And so while you're doing the LaHood troll, you should be planning on what do I actually need to do to run for commissioner?
Yeah.
And build all that out. Because you want to kind of be sneaky. Because if they know you're running, Matt Fedorowski will have someone run against you.
It's honestly like that journey I feel like has kind of set, and I feel like just doing kind of probably even publishing just building out the database of the enemy and republishing what you've published. Like, you have so much unfulfilled potential with Illinois Record. You don't even have all of your content on YouTube. And I'm just like, dude, I don't know. I mean, do I have to just do it for you? Like, I know I can do.
Can you? That could maybe be your purpose. That'd be amazing. That'd be a blessing.
Yeah, I mean, I could do it for you. I don't even need you to send me. I mean, I'll just recreate it. I'll just create a YouTube account and call it Illinois Record YT,
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I could turn everything you have. Ugh. Yeah, I can do it. I don't know, I'm just so lazy.
No worries. No worries.
I know, I'm so lazy. The thing is, if I do it, I want to just keep it specific to, I don't know, I could blend it. That's the thing. It's like, once you create a video, you can just re-platform it and redistribute it, for the sake of just doing it, because it's like done and done. Set it and forget it. But It's all about a screen recording. I will literally just screen record your articles and just read them and just post them because it's all about the people's names. They're so egotistical and vain that when they see that they've been doxxed with Illinois Record, they literally have aneurysms. And so that is like, it's a very important priority to
And
constantly
Lahood's getting an
frame.
article. Lahood is getting an article. We can't let that rhino. I can't believe people are gonna let that rhino. Like, he started the Russia investigation. The fuck is wrong with him?
He did.
Want to raise the gun age from 18 to 21. COVID vaccine chill. Praise Biden. Got foreign money. Fuck this guy.
He's a grifter, and he's definitely rebalanced.
He's soy boy. You know what I call him now? Low T Lahood.
Well, do that.
He sounds.
Let's do that. When are you going to publish a new LaHood article, and then I will create the new YouTube and essentially read it and just make it into the audiobook version of the article.
Next couple days, because what's it called? Like I broke my cell phone. I had a lot of screenshots on my old cell phone,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm hoping I can recover that. If not, it's not the end of the world. But I'm doing this. It's a CCP one. It's a big one.
Well, you didn't have it backed up?
Thomas Choi.
You didn't have a draft or something saved?
No, I'm drafts. I'm saying just random pictures.
Oh, so
Like,
wait, your screen?
It's not the
Wait,
end of the
did you
world.
screen?
They're all, like on Facebook and shit.
Did
And I don't
you-
think they've been deleted.
Well, if you want to fix your phone, what is it? Just the screen?
No, it's everything now. It's fucked.
Oh.
Water damage.
Oh.
Gatorade plus some ice cubes on it.
Well, then just let it go
I have a
and
new
move
one though,
quicker.
but anyways, it's not the end of the world. I think maybe one picture that's not like even central to the story that I would just like of Tommy Choi at the White House at the inauguration.
Yeah, I never talked to you. I never talked to you about CPAC. Like, it was overall a positive experience for you.
It was surreal. I met everyone, and I don't know. I tell you, I got in fights with the Jan Sixers. A few of them. Like I know now. I kind of have a roadmap of who's who. Like I might make a CNN documentary. I was disputing with Andy Biggs and some other like clearly fed, and same with Enrique Terrio.
Yeah, he looks
And
like
after me talking to
looks like
Terrio,
such a
one of his
fag.
guys comes up to me and he goes like, "You're 100% right." Like, because you know his story.
No, not really.
He was a prolific FBI informant until 2013.
Oh wow.
And he admits it. He's like, dude, I admitted it, bro. Like, what are you like saying? I'm like, oh, and then you just stopped. And I told this to him too. He like did some stupid shit. He burned a flag, a BLM flag, and they like kind of they take you out. They did the same thing to Bobby Rush. So he wasn't there on Jan 6. They pulled him out.
Oh, you think Bobby Rush is a snitch?
Oh yeah, that's so confirmed. That's like such a urban. And I even you know they made a movie on it. What's it called? Judas and the Black Messiah.
He's a piece of shit.
I talked to the guy that what's it called? Stanfield Langfield. You know that guy? He's a famous actor. He's in that movie. I talked to him about this on Clubhouse, and everyone got so pissed. And he's like, "Yeah, that's kind of what all the old people were saying." The evidence for it. And so Bobby, when they killed everyone, Bobby Rush magically was like a week earlier. There was a warrant for his arrest. So he and his entire family were on the run when everyone got killed, and he became a congressperson. And he was a military guy to begin with. He didn't like get in trouble for like being MIA.
I have a video.
It's a radical communist. Such bullshit. What?
I have a video clip of Bobby Rush during the pandemic saying, "Mr. Mayor, I am proposing a $30 million budget to partner with Google and Pfizer to create a COVID tracing network of employees that will go door to door to confirm who you have met with so we can stop this pandemic from spreading and causing more terror. But it will cost $30 million, Mr. Mayor."
If you've never seen my videos of that I did for Bobby Rush.
No, I never saw those.
Oh, I did 2 videos for Bobby Rush.
Yeah, I think I remember talking about this with you like years ago at this point.
Yeah, no, I'll see if they're still up there.
Okay, so what is
Oh,
the
okay.
take? What is the takeaway from our communique? What are the to-do lists? Like this is my to-do. I'll go first. I am going to create a new burner phone and call it Illinois Record News, and it will be like a visual audio overlay of all of your content. I'll get 10 videos up, 10 shorts, a link to your site, and then if you want to publish those videos on Illinois Record or put them like at the bottom, at the footer, and say watch the YouTube version, you could publish the audio version of all your content. So that's what I will do for Illinois Record and for you.
I
That's my
appreciate
takeaway.
that. That really means a lot, Baruch Hashem. And then I think just for this country, if your second priority was the Lahood situation, that would just get you the attention that you can kind of ride into something else. That's why I think you should do it. Is it's just such an obvious thing, and then people are gonna start being like, wait, John shouldn't do it. I should do it. No, I should do it. And then it's game over. Because when you really think about him, he's disqualified as a Republican candidate in the modern Republican Party. He's done too much bad shit.
Hold on, I'm gonna add a call here. We're gonna get a little minion. This is Zach. He is a Vermonter who is a former woke leftist, climate change activist, who is a Talmud Chacham and now a conservative Yiddishkeit. Rabbeinu Shaloylaim, let the minion form!
You've reached.
Okay, never mind. He didn't. He called, but I missed
Hello?
it. Yeah. Anyways, all right. So those are the two takeaways. But what is your
Those are the
takeaway?
two.
What is your
My
takeaway, though?
takeaway is that I need to really go hard on the Illinois Record, and then I need to expand. I need to find a way, like unrelated to you. I need to find a way to get into Maine. I'm telling you, that's kind of the way. The small states are the way to go because like every state has 2 senators.
Wait, why did you take down? Why did you take down videos on your YouTube though? Were you forced to?
No, when did I take down videos on my YouTube?
You had more videos of that meeting. Now there's only 2
Maybe
up there.
I think some are on short. Some are considered shorts or something.
All right. Well, listen. My challenge to you is do more on
If you
YouTube.
want me to get more videos like that of like public info, like 'cause I can do that, get more shit like that, and you can repost. And I like the kind of the JRE. You know how there's like a Joe Rogan repost channel. I like that kind of relationship.
Yeah.
Or like his
Yeah.
repost channel sometimes will even pop off more than him.
The thing is, if I'm going to invest my time into creating basically a clone YouTube for you, I need your main YouTube to also like step up its game and become more of a source of credibility. And it's just, there's nothing there. So establish
You're right,
credibility.
I'm already scheduling a very high profile. Potentially, Enrique Otero said he would do an interview, and then he said he was potentially going to do it like last week, did like kind of ping pong. But like that'd be a big one. And then this guy who was one of the more popular 60-minute pieces ever about being a snake oil salesman. This former Republican, he's a Republican precinct captain that wants to clear his name. Like we're gonna interview. That's gonna be hysterical. Lawrence
Okay,
Snow.
so let me give you a challenge then. Like, you need to start issuing one podcast a week. You know,
You know what I
prefer.
talked to Joseph Reno about that we want to do? Is I want to kind of, and you can probably help me because you're on Clubhouse, is I want to start doing more Downey type fights. You know, or like on Clubhouse, like we have Israel versus Palestine,
Yeah.
abortion towards non-abortion,
Yeah.
Trump hater versus Rhino. That's
It's
the
media
kind of content I think
content.
would be-
You're
would
not
blow up.
creating like this is you're not creating content, and I don't know why
I'm
not.
not.
Yeah.
You're right, so I'll get on that. I appreciate it, John. And LaHood, if you can make that official, that's what's gonna fuck shit up. I'm telling you, they'll put you on the map.
Yeah,
And
but
it
that
legitimizes your contacts because you can't be spam if you're an official candidate. You were never an official candidate last time.
the only problem is
Never-
it's like that means that I have to essentially create content, and that's the draining part. Because if I'm not really all in it, it's like
No, you don't because you repurpose your content as like your existing channels should just be like how my existing Instagram just became my political Instagram. but then it got more views.
Yeah, you're
Google
right.
considered it as my official, because that's the cool thing is you can pick an existing property you have, and then when you file, put that website or put that Instagram link on your filing, because it's going to be associated as not spam.
You're talking about on the
You're definitely-
on the FEC website?
Yeah, put on a fucking. You should have, even if the website says a social media link,
Mm-hmm.
one that you already own. I think it's kind of it's the other way around. Is you're just rebranding your content as anti-LaHood.
Yeah, I agree.
And
Okay.
you could just read. There's like 4 bad shit he's already done that you could just read this content, and then you do more content that you should be mad at. You should be mad about him. You're allowed to go to the military at 18, but you can't have a gun at 18.
Yeah, but this is what you need to create in terms of content, so I can republish it and absorb
I will.
it.
No,
Yeah.
I know, but I'll also send you the stuff that's already out there. Like there's already negative stuff I can send you that you could just read that you'd be pissed off about.
I know, but the thing is, by having a news agency like Illinois Record essentially endorsing me and providing me, where I can cite the Illinois Record, and anyways, it doesn't
Illinois
matter.
Record's working on. I told you that's actually the story after Chow is why. Here's the story. This is a little inside info. Is that the next story is like why he's the easiest person. He's the easiest opportunity for a Republican to win is to beat this rhino, and how easy it is to beat him, and just bam, 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 bam. Here are the sins. Like these are all shit you should be able to come back from. The gun stuff, the Jan 6 stuff, the COVID stuff, the Russia stuff.
Well,
This guy.
what's going on with
money stuff?
what's going on with
being friends with all the China guys?
what's going on with Chicago Republican Association?
It's just kind of dead.
What fuck?
I want to get out. I want to get out of politics. I really what?
Did we ever get a database or an Excel sheet ever?
Yeah, I did.
Does it
So,
have emails, cell numbers?
I got McHenry, I got Kane, I got some Cook. It was useful for me.
But what did you feed that email into Illinois Record?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I made a story about summary data a couple times.
Oh yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot. Yeah, there's.
It would be illegal if I did it, commercially.
Oh. I thought we were gonna
But then
spam the list.
I know, but I got plugged in with this. I figure out how data works now. I got plugged in with the data companies. It makes sense to just buy it.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the voter stuff, the voter rolls are like, let's say, 80% accurate at best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
People move.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. The whole. Anyways, yeah. Okay. All right. Take care. Have a great day.
I look forward to it. What's it called? I really appreciate the Illinois Record stuff. And the LaHood stuff, I think, it's going to be good for what you already have going on. It's just a way to legitimize your content. Because I think you're flagged as fan.
We'll see that it's a big effort to like turn a whole phone over to Illinois Record. Let me try to create some stuff on.
You don't have to. I think LaHood's more important, by the way. I think LaHood's more important for you. But I would appreciate Illinois
It's
Record.
all the same work. It's all the same shit though, because it's just fucking content, man. I don't know what to tell you. Like I'm not. I don't know. Like I mean.
No, it's branding. It's branding.
It's the
same activity.
Yeah.
Same point and click, but it's branding. 100% different branding, different.
Well, wait. What is going on with your dad's campaign?
He's in Elgin and Kane right now. Not helping out local candidates.
Who's he running against?
No one. He's just helping other people.
I thought he said he was running for Congress again.
Yeah, but is he going to run against Farage, or is Farage going to run for Senate and it'll be someone new? We don't know.
Oh, I see. Yeah, Durbin's got to go, and I don't know. He seems like I think he's gonna, but nobody can give it up. He's not gonna even give it. I bet you he won't even give it up.
That's why I think everyone's wishful thinking. It's like, I think, why wouldn't he just die? Because no one will run against him if he doesn't. It's just 100% up to him.
Yeah.
And you get to have it for 6 years, and then Pritzker gets to, Pritzker's going to want it that way, because then he can just do a political favor.
Damn.
But I gotta eat this lunch.
Okay, sounds good. Take care.
You too, bye.
Okay, bye. I really like letting go. It's my favorite thing to do is let go, let go, let go.
my comment you were referring to, is why I spoke.
I think it was Patty. It was Patty.
I was asking Patty, sorry.
I think that they just.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and so I'm gonna with what Mom said. A lot of people don't know this, right? But even when we started making these rooms, right, you got a bunch of, they wanted to say a bunch of biracials and a Puerto Rican speaking on black topics.
Excuse me?
Yeah, that's what came up.
That's what I was saying, that, certain people aren't black enough.
A male was called all kinds of freaking names.
Wait a minute. I heard you say that, but I thought you were kidding. Because
No, this
you're
is the truth.
biracial.
But guess what? We still share spaces with these people,
Okay,
and
fuck y'all.
we don't abuse them.
No, because we're biracial, we're not black enough to speak on.
That's why I was
Come on, trust them. If they think that
that's
we
why I
can't
said,
speak on a topic because one of our parents is not black.
Right.
Okay, I'm just saying, as a
I was
biracial.
trying to get the clarity. That's why I addressed the question to Patty's comment specifically.
It's just being able to have the
I
conversation
think that
about
the
everything.
two things are different. They're different. So I don't know. I guess
They can be different, HG, but it's a whole bunch of, now that was a whole bunch of shit right there. I mean, if it's that, she's saying it's that, and it's a few other things. So if you want to address them individually, we can, but if you want to address them collectively, I'm not going to even.
My understanding of what Patty said was,
Welcome back to another episode of Low IQ Dumb People Talking About Nothing on memespodcast.com. I'm sick of y'all too. You guys don't talk about shit. Try to say something smart or intellectual instead of your racial identity politics for just 1 minute on this app. And be a little patient now. Meditation now. Don't waste your time. Oh my gosh.
After he stuffs you with dick, then he's gonna give you all the contraband to stuff in you. Cause your hole is gonna be in your ass. Yeah. Boom cigarettes in your asshole. Cell phones.
You're gonna pull cell phone, yeah.
You're gonna iPhone 16. You're gonna have a whole iPhone 16 in your ass with the trunk.
Right? You're practically gonna have a T-Mobile store in your asshole.
And a lighter.
Welcome back to another episode of Low IQ Dumb People Talking About Nothing, wasting their time on memespodcast.com.
Who the fuck is that? Is that Roger Rabbit?
No, that's One War. They're doing a live podcast right now.
That nigga son.
We going global.
Yeah, how you doing, you scumbag? Sounds like fucking Roger.
Make America great again, bitch.
Who framed Roger Rabbit?
So, the point is that he's not good for the economy, right?
Where's your mother?
He's not.
There's certain things. Look, there's certain things that I see recently. I'm like, okay, I like that policy.
Listen,
I like that policy.
anybody with property, and that's actually making America, that's who it's gonna benefit, right? But the middle class, yes. But that's what my father said. But it affects him. And I'm gonna tell you why it affects you, me, my pops, right? Because guess who's renting our properties? Guess who's so it's gonna affect my pops by not niggas ain't gonna be able to afford his apartment. All these programs, it's fucking $4,000 to live in the house that I live in, right? Upstairs. Oh, that's 1 floor. The chick that just moved in, she can't fucking pay that. The program's paying it for 5 years. She can't pay that.
You're right. So she only got 2 years now.
Yeah.
Now
my dad.
The cost of life's gonna be more, right? So even if you get a regular tenant, they're not gonna be able to afford the payment.
Exactly. They might as well get a house, and if they get a house, they fuck themselves. Cause
who he gave the worst critique to when he was 18. How he shaped out his career. He ruined him, and he's still viewed as a horrible guy, but he played for 10 years and had nobody helping him out like LeBron is stepping in for that. And Stephen A. is not doing that to him. This nigga just loves to shoot at LeBron.
Do we think a news reporter, a sports news reporter, has an obligation to be honest with his audience? Yes.
Yeah, but
Okay.
what is
Now,
honest?
would that be?
Wait, he's not a sports news reporter. We're not doing that. We're not
So
doing that.
he's
He's
a
not a
commentator.
journalist.
He's a
These are not
commentator.
journalists.
Okay,
They're
hold on.
called
He's a commentator.
commentators.
Right. The
He
commentator
is a sports
now.
journalist like Ben
Hold
Shapiro.
on.
Stephen
I'm
Crowder.
glad you said this. Hold on. I'm glad you said this because now this is rich. Dude, not cute. Right now.
I'm actually really good at networking, I realized.
I would think you would be.
Yeah, dude. It's coming really natural to me. I met some really cool people. Talked about, I found a pack of cocaine in my pocket.
Uh-oh.
How'd that get in there?
Jeffrey, wait.
Better Social. It's a closed beta. It's not exactly a beta, but it's on the App Store and the Google Play Store. But it has a gate, and the gate is somebody with an invite code. It's still glitchy. It's a V1, and we're about to go to V2. It's a phenomenal platform that allows us to do video and streaming. So you'll be able to stream your website, show video. We'll be able to see you in person on the stage if you want to pitch. You'll be able to show slide deck.
The most interesting version of this is that new riddle of induction, which I don't know if
you mean the Gru stuff versus
Gru Bleed.
Yeah, I was trying to say that the Gru versus Blaine stuff is just that one is more simple than the other, and Ethan's like, no. If you're using the Gru Bleed ontology, then the blue and green facts are less simple and
One more.
I'm not sure
That's
about it.
like one of these. That's like one of these arguments that's meant to kind of motivate, at least it's used by some people to try to motivate natural kinds or something like that for bird carving. And that's why some predicates are projectable and other ones aren't. But I don't know. I think that's kind of the most extreme version of what you're talking about.
All right, how about this, Sully?
I think that's that's resolvable.
How about this, Sully? There is a convergent goal that every intelligent species is going to converge on, basically, which is predicting shit. And then some carvings help you predict shit better than other shit carvings. And then so because of that, even if all these carvings are goal dependent, because of this instrumentally convergent goal of predicting shit, that is what
You're more concerned about how emotional how somebody's tone is when they're speaking rather than what they're saying is true or lying, right? You're more concerned about.
No, but
so she's mad because we're mocking.
Mocking that man. That's what I'm saying.
She's mad because we're mocking the stupidity.
There are people on the stage who are not on the same level as us, and that's okay. But you don't have to disrespect.
The same level as us. He literally is saying he's your god.
Yeah. He's up here with us speaking, Princess. We're mocking his stupidity.
Okay, well, it is what it is, right?
How is that immoral?
You feel like you need to and y'all are disgusting human beings, point blank, period.
You care more about how people say than what they say. You're concerned more about how people say than what they.
No, it's not it's not how he said. It's what he did, right? It wasn't even words, right?
It's what he
mocked
said.
The person. Okay, well, you can defend that behavior. Okay, Day, I'm glad that's the type of behavior that you was using.
He said what he said.
Now we know where you stand. Thank you. Now we know where you stand. A room full of horrible human beings.
This guy's playing it at his finest. He don't even hear
you
what
can
she
feel
said.
gaslit if you want to. Okay, well, if it didn't apply, you wouldn't feel the need to come on mic, right?
What kind of Christian defends a guy that's doing blasphemous, committing thinking that he's a god?
Blaspheming the Bible, calling himself God.
No, I'm not blaspheming the Bible because you know what? Jesus was turning over tables, and he was telling people that they need to get their act together. So you can't gaslight me with the word of God.
A real Christian would not agree with Rob.
In the garden. Yeah, okay, whatever. You're not a real Christian, so who are you to tell me what a real Christian is? right? I'm not even talking about being a Christian. I'm talking about being a decent human being, right? You can take God in the Bible.
He's not a decent human being calling himself God.
It was disgusting behavior.
Very, very disgusting. Very, very disgusting.
Yeah, very disgusting. A man calling himself God on stage. So we doing y'all a favor, helping him out, doing the Christian job right now.
I am out here.
Who's calling himself God? This man, Rod came.
He kicked me. Oh, couldn't take it. Self-roasting.
He's not even 50 days in the presidency, then I do think there's an issue. And there was already 3 before he got into presidency. I mean, I think that there's clearly an issue, and it needs to somehow be resolved. And with that being said, Uncle Steve, welcome to Ask Young Elvis. How are you doing today?
It's a pleasure to be here. I just wanted to let you know it's possible that your room is being streamed without your knowledge or permission at this very moment.
I do understand that, Uncle Steve, and I do know the person who's here, and honestly, Uncle Steve, if I'm going to be honest, he can go ahead and stream my show because that only brings more and more people into here. It brings the publicity that I've already got.
Christian, he's a Christian!
And record my shows because...
All right, I'm doing great.
You're doing great. Sounds good. Thank you, Uncle Steve. I mean, do you want a fresh 5 or 60 seconds? The topic was about the 4th attempt on the president's life or danger on the president after an armed person near the White House.
When did that happen?
That was 4 hours ago.
No, I missed it. Tell me.
Yeah, so according to authorities, an armed man was shot by Secret Service near the White House while Trump was out of town. And no one else was hurt during the shooting. It happened around midnight, about a block from the White House. The Secret Service received information from local police about an alleged suicidal individual who's traveling